This is a spoiler-free, full walkthrough for Robotics Notes DaSH, designed to allow readers to play through in the optimal route order while unlocking every scene, CG, music track and tip along the way. Thermopause messages and geotags are not covered, you are expected to be checking for those routinely as you see fit. The game features the Map Trigger, which is a route-defining trigger unique to Robotics Notes DaSH. At certain points in the story, you are to go around various Tanegashima locations. Using the Map Trigger, you can select on the map what locations to visit. At those locations, you will interact with various characters. A predetermined location for each Map Trigger sequence will be the correct one and will progress the story. As a general rule for how character route branching works, you need to visit all locations with the character in them during the trigger sequences, and then also visit locations that progress the story. Sometimes those two overlap. After that sequence, you will be asked to look around for a specific location and locate a geotag, much like in the original Robotics Notes visual novel. I do not count those as map trigger segments, since they are merely a minigame. You can complete this yourself, but if you can't spot the geotag, look over at geotag spotting help segment. Choices within common route determine what character route you branch into after the common route concludes, so be careful. However, they only start to appear later on, so don't worry too much about them in the beginning and just focus on enjoying the Thermopause conversations and finding geotags. There are several character routes. The recommended route order is Mesopause Converter, Plasmapause Resistor, Exopause Thyristor, Thermopause Emulator, Ionopause Thermistor, Magnetopause Attenuator, and Heliopause Processor. Start the game and progress until the map trigger sequence 1. Make a save during the trigger, which will be called Save 1. Select Front of the Man from the Sea statue. Progress until map trigger sequence 2 and make a save during this trigger as well. We will call it Save 2. Select Food Court. Progress until map trigger sequence 3. Select Battle Robots venue, then main stage. This will lead to Mesopause Converter End. Load Save 2. Select Front of Man from the Sea statue, then Food Court. Progress until map trigger sequence 3. Select main stage, and this will lead to Plasmapause Resistor ending. Load Save 2. Select Robot Lecture Classroom, then Food Court. Progress until map trigger sequence 3, and then select main stage. This will lead you to Exopause Thyristor End. Load Save 1. Select main stage, then Front of Man from the Sea statue. Progress until map trigger sequence 2, and then select Food Court. Progress until map trigger sequence 3. Select main stage, and this will lead you to Thermopause Emulator End. Load Save 1. Select Harbor facing the lighthouse, then Front of Man from the Sea statue. Progress until map trigger sequence 2. Select Food Court. Progress until map trigger sequence 3 and then select main stage. This will lead you to Ionopause Thermistor ending. Select the new button on the game's main menu and this will go to Magnetopause Attenuator End. Select the final phase button on the game's main menu for Heliopause Processor ending. Progress to map trigger sequence 3 from any save. Select Food Court before selecting main stage to branch into a route. The geotag for map trigger sequence 1 is at the base of the H2 rocket monument. The geotag for map trigger sequence 2 is at the school entrance on top of the blue circular sign to the right. The geotag for map trigger sequence 3 is at the hangar, all the way on the top right corner of the explorable area atop the lights. And that's it. Congratulations!